I was addicted to porn for 6 years, from 13 to 19. I'd do it every day, like a loser. Sometimes twice, sometimes 3 times a day, but every day. And it was always before bedtime, right? I just needed to watch it before bed. Felt like a loser. I was a loser. No confidence, no self-respect, and I hated my life. So I got onto NoFap, which everyone tells you to do if you want to quit porn. I got onto it. Got 1 day in. Wow, 2 days in. Day 3 comes. The motivation's died. Yeah. All my urges from the past 2 days have caught up. My brain's caught up, realising, oh, we're never getting porn again. That's not happening. Give this guy 1,000 different thoughts about porn until he relapses. So I woke up on day 3 with the biggest urge I've ever had. Within 30 minutes, I've done it once. Feel like shit, so I'll do it again because I've failed my goal. On day 0 of NoFap, so I'll do it again. I'll do it 5 times today because the day's ruined. I'll start again tomorrow and then I'll quit. That happened over 100 times until eventually I quit at 90 and I broke that shit cycle, and I was making the same mistake as everyone else. Literally everyone else. Most people fail NoFap. Most people never quit porn. Same reason I was, failing. And then I figured out what it was. So step 1, get off NoFap. You're probably thinking, what? If you want to quit porn, if you want to succeed on NoFap, whatever you want to call it, you need to get off NoFap because it does not work. Simple as that. It doesn't work. It never does. How can you quit an addiction cold turkey, right? You've been doing it every day for what, 5, 10, 20 years? You've done it 1,000 times. You've literally mastered the skill of watching porn. How are we just going to go from that to cold turkey in, what, a minute? It's stupid, right? You're doing it 3 times a day or even once a day to just 0 times and never doing it again. It's stupid, right? You get temporary motivation, right? You've just jacked off. You don't want to do it. So you're like, right, that's it. I'm quitting this time. The day later, you get a big urge and realise, oh, I'm addicted. I can't just quit cold turkey. That's why everyone fails. Everyone's trying to rush the process, but you're just not ready, right? Imagine a skinny guy walking into the gym and lifting the heaviest weight or attempting to. Would you A, think, wow, look at him, he's going to build so much muscle lifting that. Wow, what a guy. Or would you think, dude's a bit of a retard. What are you doing? Go and lift the lightweight, right? You'd obviously think that. You won't be thinking, oh, look at him, he's smart. No, he's an idiot. He's not ready for that heavyweight. I was an idiot. You're most likely being an idiot. You're just not ready to quit cold turkey. So you can either listen to what I'm going to tell you and quit, or keep being on NoFap, which does not work. If it worked, you'd have quit. If it worked, I'd have quit years before. Doesn't work. So what does actually work? It's all good me telling you NoFap doesn't work, but what did I do to quit? I got on to less fap, right? This is simply when you just fap less each week. Don't go to 0, just fap less. It's that simple. If you watch porn 7 times last week, watch it 5 times this week, 3 next week, once the week after that. Literally within a couple months, you've gone from doing it once a day to once a week. And you may fail throughout this journey, and that's fine. Just forgive yourself. That's the most powerful thing you can do. If you relapse 3 times in a day, you failed. You're supposed to do it once, but you did it 3 times. That's fine. Just remember what path you're on. You're trying to quit porn. Most guys are losers who will never even attempt that. You'll only become successful by quitting porn, by setting goals, right? And you're already doing one of them. So don't beat yourself up. Even if you failed, just don't see it as a failure. See it as a minor setback for a major comeback, right? So just watch it less and less each week because that's the level you're ready for. If you're used to watching it 7 times in a week, why are we going to 0? What about the numbers in the middle? Like, it's stupid. Go to 5 because you're ready for that. Then 3 and keep going down. It works so well because you can still watch porn because when you're addicted, it's kind of fun. And to expect to just take something away that we're addicted to and that we enjoy is stupid, right? And also, you're getting progress towards quitting porn. After years of trying on NoFap, making 0 progress, I finally made progress on less fap within 1 week, right? I watched porn 10% less. That was more progress than years of NoFap, and that feels great. And finally, you're experiencing benefits after years of not getting anything, right? You're experiencing benefits because the less you watch porn, the more benefits you get. If you watch porn 10% less this week, you'll be 10% more confident, 10% less anxiety, 10% more testosterone. All the benefits you get, you don't need to quit cold turkey to get them, right? Ideally, I want you to do that, but right now, just watch it less and you'll get the benefits. That's why less fap is so effective. Now quickly, by the way, there's no pressure, but the link below is my porn quitting course. Literally just all the best tips on the internet for quitting faster. Supports me, it's cheap, and it obviously supports you to quit even faster. I'd appreciate you just looking at it. Thank you. Now, I'm going to give you one more tip for free, because why not? It sounds like a simple one, but it was a massive reason I kept on just getting triggered and watching porn and failing. Stop going on apps that trigger you, right? It sounds simple, but we all do it. Whether you do it purposefully or lie to yourself and be like, oh, I'm going to check Instagram to see some educational reels. It's bullshit. We know why we're going on that. Just admit it. You want to see some girls so you can jack off. Oh, but if I see some, I won't do it. Discipline. No, don't go on the app. Because there's always one moment that spirals it all. You can go from having a disciplined great day to the nighttime coming, you watch Instagram, one reel, and that's it. Because especially Instagram, the algorithm is made by these weird psychopathic, genius level nerds who know the exact algorithm, who know the exact video you want to see at 2 o'clock on a Wednesday to get you horny. It knows all these things. So obviously it's going to give you the videos that's going to make you the most horny. Then you're going to jack off. So you're just making it hard for yourself. Now, it sounds simple, just don't go on the apps that trigger you, but it's that simple. Just don't do it, right? Do something else. You just got to distract yourself from that completely. Because don't even lie to yourself and say, oh, it's for education. I'm not going to look at that. You will, and you'll fail. So don't look at the apps that trigger you, whether it's TikTok, Instagram. I'm not even talking about porn. I'm just talking about softcore things that's going to lead you to watching the bigger thing, right? So don't even go on apps that trigger you. Just see it as you're making it harder for yourself, right? Imagine you're running a race against people. Obviously, you want to win. You can either run the race normally, or you can strap, 10 kilograms to your back, 20 pounds. You're trying to win. Obviously, you wouldn't do that. But this is essentially what you're doing. You put in the weight on your back for no reason. Just run the race normally. And then everyone around you, they've got the backpacks on with 10 kilograms. They're going to be so slow because they're just doing it to themselves. Be the only person that disciplines himself to not go on them apps, these demonic apps that are going to lead you to jacking off. I hope this video helped. Subscribe if it did. That's why everyone fails at NoFap and quitting porn, because NoFap doesn't work. Get onto LessFap. Don't go on the apps that trigger you. Watch all my other free videos for the best advice on YouTube about quitting porn, and goodbye. By the way, no pressure, but the link under this video is my paid porn quitting course. When you feel like you trust me enough, and if you feel like my free advice has helped you change your life in any way, check that out right now.